we got another book notes video this morning. So this is book notes for 1989 novel London Fields by Martin Amis. This is the April 1991 edition. I'm filming this maybe approximately 35 years later on Tuesday, 1 October 2024. So from the initial per year, so 1989 to 2024. And I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And so this is the April 1991 first vintage international edition. It's dedicated to his father. It says "to my father" at the top of that. And let's see. This is my own personal copy of London Fields. I have made it. Did I start reading it? This is one, so I bought it and I packed my bag like when I moved back in here, you know, with my parents, and I packed a bag and it's still packed. Being like, I'm ready to go, run out the door when my soulmate gets here, if my soulmate gets here when it's here. So it hasn't changed in what's in the bag in over 4.5 years. And this is in the bag. And this is the place where I store my collectible ticket for the movie Valerian. It says post a photo. When are we getting it on video? But this is I'll save this one for potentially a movie notes video on Valerian. I put it on hold at the library, so and the reason why is, well, it's the right size book, but I'll get to that with the book notes. Okay, so that's the introduction. So book notes, I love the cover. This is like, it's a tactile experience. It's a matte finish, but it's like there's texture. It's very cool. I got it and I was just like, what is this work of art? So I absolutely love the cover. And I get the name of the book, I get the name of the author. I get that it's a national bestseller. Wow, it's released in 1989, and by 1991, this edition can be like a national bestseller. I don't know. So if that's like United States of America. It says they have an about the author kind of like before the start of the book, and it says he's both known on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean, or they say Atlantic, I'm saying Atlantic Ocean. So I'm like, I don't know if that's like Great Britain bestseller or United States of America bestseller. I was like, okay. And so the chapters have numbers, but they also actually says chapter, and then it says like for chapter 7 it's about cheating. And there's no author name or name of book at the top or bottom of the page. There's just page numbers at the bottom. It is tiny font with like 1.25 spacing. This is, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can get 2 wall of text. This is better. This is this is the book. It's like a real book. I remember ordering it and I like opened it and I was like, oh my gosh. This is a real book. And it's 470 pages. So it's like 470 pages of this. And I'm just like, it takes on the Bible in its own right in terms of just like, whoa. Man, yes, that's okay. There's the sporadic blank page. Don't worry. Meanwhile, you're gonna have to work for that sporadic blank page. There's like, what, 1 blank page in the entire book? Okay. There's also infrequently, where'd it go? Illustrations. Like there's a dartboard. Do you guys know what this is about? I've watched the movie. So the movie starred, Amber Heard and Cara Delevingne, who was also in Valerian. So there's actually a tie in there. And it's about like what? A woman who plots her own death or something like that. Nicola 6. And a darts tournament. And let's flip it. There's an illustration of a dartboard in here somewhere. I've lost it. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so a little bit different in that sense. In terms of page thickness, I'm opened back up to the same sporadic blank page. Oh, and then the line. Page 237. It's a cheeky book. They're thinner pages, but they do a good job on being thin, and it's the kind of thin where I can see the text, but I can't read the text through the page. So it's like I'm reading an old school newspaper. Like, this is a true literary experience. Look at this, walls of text. Just tiny text. There goes the ticket. I'm keeping my ticket. I'm keeping my Dane. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, inspired by that, the fiction and the like, this is a lot of work. Can I think of, if I were to become owner of Ferrari someday, the vehicle company, what might be a fiction-inspired dream? I got it. Out with American football stadiums, in with automobile racing tracks. New culture in America, the United States of America. Come root for the Seattle Seahawks. They're all Ferraris, and they all got human drivers with human crews. I don't know, that sounds oddly enough more enjoyable for the use of space than watching humans get pummeled and injured. So it's inspired by this. In conclusion, I like this. This is going back in the bag that has not changed its contents in over 4.5 years. There we go. Book notes for 1989 novel London Fields by Martin Amis, April 1991 edition.